experience. Kama green card ina watu wana feel green card. If you ever want to leave Kenya, try those things,
Yeah,
let me tell you, Mimi, as a young girl, I was always very curious and very ambitious. And I'd said I always wanted to leave Kenya anyway, So I think immediately I finished for me and my very good friend, we saved money. I used to go to Marikiti asubuhi, tunachukua fruits tunakuja tunauza. I was saving money because I wanted to just leave Kenya. And my first place I wanted to go to was Tanzania. I think I went to TZ when I was 19. And I saved enough I wanted to experience the world outside Kenya because I was always very curious. How is it like going to Tanzania? Or how is it like going to, So then my first place I ever went to outside Kenya was TZ. I rose, and then from TZ.
TZ, where did you go to?
Yeah?
Where did you go to in TZ?
I went to TZ, tukakunywa Kilimanjaro. That was my first drink I drank in Tanzania. And then the ugali was so white. I can remember everything so vividly. And we stayed there. I went there with my very good friend, Waidera, She was like this lady that we were so passionate. We would, like, sazini tukitoka play ama kutembea, we sit down and we had these big dreams, the things we wanted to do, the people we wanted to be, and then we pushed ourselves. Tuko na best yangu Marikiti, tunachukua machungo huko, tunakuja tunauza mtaani. We started saving money, And then after going to Tanzania, we had this appetite of, we can do better, And then we did now a group trip with some very good friend of ours, ladies and men, tukasasa drive back to South Africa. Right?
Wow.
Yeah. So literally, I visited almost.
In South Africa, where? Joburg or?
No, we went to Cape Town and a few other towns around them because we didn't have much money. So we stayed the most like 2 or 3 days, Okay. So the thing is, what I'm trying to tell you is that you are your own driver. You push yourself. Don't limit it. Don't ever limit yourself and let nobody ever tell you that you're not enough. And never explain yourself to anybody. Don't explain. People want you to win. Once you've won, everybody wants to associate with you. So winning is your responsibility.
I love that.
Yeah, once you've won, you're everybody's best friend. Ebona kwanza kwa hii platform kama top gifters, people that gift. Everywhere they go, everybody loves them. Ama kuna gift unaona hata akifanya makosa mtu ampendi.
People like to associate with success.
That is the point. So it does not matter how wise you are. It does not matter how much hata hawa manini the supporters. It does not matter how much you shout. There's always someone that is special than the other one.
I think organize group tours. You think you can do that?
Maybe size yake, I'm so old. So now I just want to look after myself. I've done so much, in the community. Right now, I want to look after myself and my kids, and stuff like that. But me and my daughter, we are planning after I had JCs, we want to tour Europe,
Where?
That's what I care about. I want to tour the world.
Now I want to concentrate on my own kids, on my family.
But I'm not going to share that on TikTok. Yeah, maybe I will share my pictures or something, but that's not my life. You know what I mean? I just come on here just to have fun and laugh, but that's not my life.
Well, Nani, searching, how long have you been in US for, by the way? And how is life there?
A few months. That is just few months.
Oh, really?
Yeah, still very new.
I lived in the US like almost 12 years ago. I came there for some time. I actually wanted to relocate to the US, but a few things here and there discouraged me.
Me, I thought you were here after.
No. Mimi nilitoka huko. First and foremost, that gun crime thing really scared me because a friend of mine was actually shot.
Why? Ulikuwa state gani?
Nilikuwa, wacha nisiseme. I'm gonna say here, but I would,
Sawa.
Atty.
Let me drop, nasikia kulala, let me sleep.
Okay,
I saw my friend Anna, nika join.
Sawa.
Wet dream.
Alikuwa si best yangu. Siku zote anashinda kwa nini anakwenda kwa platform yangu. She never used to even come near me.
Really?
Ati, mi nilikufollow kitambo, hata ulishanifollow kitambo.
Yeah, seriously, but I've never seen you anywhere in my spaces at all, by the way. Leo kuona.
Hata nimekuwa leo the whole time
Mimi.
unapeana speech nimekuwa.
Ah, okay, nice. Anyway, it's a pleasure. You know, sometimes in the middle of each is which is your TikTok video. Sometimes you don't notice people, but I know you are one of the greatest, biggest supporter of Jacqueline. That's what I know, because I always see you encouraging her, supporting her, queening her, and all that.
Did you just say queening her?
Yeah. It's true. Ama ina nasema uongo. Yeah.
Wewe eti
And can I ask a question?
yeah.
Why is Lady Jacqueline going to Kenya?
Okay, first Dev asante ndo ulale. Thank you, Dev.
Okay, bye-bye, guys.
Ati Twinkle, Ati, why is she going to Kenya? See, she said because her properties are in danger. And then your ticket was impromptu, an emergency ticket. That's why she needed to be helped. Hata ukitaka kwenda Kenya saizi, without planning, you would need some help. Sivyo? An emergency.
Her properties are in danger because somebody is trying to grab her properties, or because what? She just left Kenya the other day. So what's the issue with the properties?
Yeah, she just left Kenya and she was not planning to go so soon. She wasn't planning to go in the next 2 or 3 weeks, but she had to go tonight or something because of these TikTok dramas zimekuwa for the past 3 days.
Let me ask you, Anna. How about that money that she's using to travel and galvanize alipie gari yake yuko stuck? What do you think?
I think unajua sasa yeye ndiye anajua vitu zake na proper. Ukiona mtu amepanga safari aende Kenya, it means
if you love someone, sometimes you try to talk them out of, because you know sometimes in the midst of umechanganikiwa, you make decisions that are not good for you. Because if it was me, I have my car held somewhere because of unpaid bills, rather than traveling, because meaning, and the fact that she travels with money that she has been supported with. I'm trying to sound very person-centered. I don't want to come out like I'm being rude. The fact that she didn't even have money to afford her own travels, in short. Now she's going there, meaning that she doesn't have money. And everything in Kenya needs money. If I was her, that money, the ticket is about 600 pounds, isn't it? That is almost 100,000 Kenya shillings, right?
Yes.
And what was the arrears?
This lorry, as far as I know, ishalipiwa some amount, alafu zingine zinalipwa na bank loan. Hiyo bank loan ndio inakuwa processed. Bank loan inakuwa mature Monday.
All right. Okay, so I think the idea is she's going to get that money and clear the balance to pay the loan or something.
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense. Then if she's going to get a bigger money, that's absolutely fine. That makes sense. Yeah. And the thing is, if this idea of kunasema story ya kuchoma boma yako, whether she's there or not, if these people have bad intentions, nothing can stop them, unfortunately. Do you remember, are you from Kenya?
Yes, mimi ni Kenya.
There's an MP called Aduma Owuor. He's a Nyakachi MP. And this is a whole MP whose boma ikona security and all that. Do you know his parents were burnt down in the house?
Yes, she said that is very common. Hizo side za Nyanza watu kuchomeana nyumba, something that really happens. Hata sijui Milima Bona or someone sijui ni Milia ama ni nani alichomewa.
Yeah.
Watu wanachomewa manyumba huko Nyanza. So she said if you get such threats, chances ya kufanyika zinakuanga high.
Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, thank you for that creation. So what I'm saying is there's definitely a root problem why they would probably want to burn that house and do what they want to do. So maybe you will need to advise her, she needs to start from the bottom, coming up. Like if it's a wound, you need to don't put plasters. You need to just take the whole thing and needs a proper bandage, because I'm sure there probably are issues with the land where she's bought and all that. So she needs to go at the bottom root of the problem, because then she'll come back and then 2 days later, there's this fear of her place being burnt, literally. So will she have to run back and go there and do that? She needs to find a solution to the problem, because land issues in Nyanza are quite a disaster, a real disaster, I'm telling you.
Right.
You know, then it's not just land, it is this X, it is so many things combined together. That's why she has to be there physically.
Absolutely. Now that makes sense. I think there's a lot going on, and the best is to just go there and deal with them personally. That makes absolute sense. And the fact that she's going to get money probably will help her clear those loans and stuff like that. So, yeah. And the fact, I mean, even me signing for a ticket in Kenya, why not? If I can get someone to pay my ticket, who doesn't want to travel? Who doesn't want to go home?
Actually, I'm going in December, but you know.
You keep moving them. You're meant to go to November, to September, but then you understand.
It's November or December. I'm still trying to figure out where my family is, you know, because we're going as a family group.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So everybody has their own vacation, you know.
And let me ask you, you also contributed for the school, yeah? In Chiga.
Contribute.
Did you contribute financially? Ama you're just an emotional supporter?
No, I am all-round supporter.
Oh, you are all-round supporter. So, do you believe issue-related to the school going on? Do you think there's something going on?
Yes, 100%.
Have you guys seen something going on? You as inner core support?
Yeah, there's a lot of paperwork, there's a lot of materials on the ground, there's a lot of receipts, and then kuna vitu kwa ground zimetendeka, like there's all those foundation kuchimbwa, there's septic tank imejengwa, so there's a lot of things going on. I wouldn't say that sasa she will never.
I truly love your, that hope, because hope is what keeps people going. So as long as people like you that support her, both financially and emotionally, believe that something is going to happen, I think that's what's important. The rest of us can make noise and question and do that, but we bring no shit on the table. So if you have that belief, I think that's good.
Roger, the good thing is she has tried to invest in something that will help her with long-term solutions.
You sound like you're underwater.
Twinkle, I'm listening to I like the hope that Anna has and the determination.
I have no reason.
I can barely hear you, honey.
Yes, I'm listening to her.
Yeah, she said there's a lot going on behind the scenes.
Like, the hope is not even for me. Even if she didn't build the school, I would just have lost, like, I don't know, 30K. What is
that's going to give it, eh?
Yes, something 30K, kama imeenda sana 40. But then, kama hajengi, 40K is really not something I would whine over for like a year. It's okay. But then, the thing is, this dream is not mine. It's her dream, and she started it even before I knew her.
Yeah.
And she already has things going on without me.
Yeah.
She already has schools running, adult centers learning without my knowledge. She already has this dream.
Yeah.
And whatever was driving her is still driving her. So if this school fails, it's just one of those many projects that she has that it may fail.
I like your attitude. It's not the end of the world. That's a very good attitude to have.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. That's a very good. It's not like si kufa ni kufe. If it's not there, we move. Okay, I wish I had people like you in my life. Where?
Attitude, I love that.
Yeah, I wish I had people like you. So all these people asking for accountability, what's your advice to them? Because there's a lot of noise about accountability. What do you tell them?
The thing is, they should define what accountability is, because ameleta receipts, ameonyesha materials, this money was contributed, this money bought hizi chuma ziko expensive, zimebuy this and this. Those walikuwa wanaona watu, hata wewe ati ulienda kwa page, ulikuwa unaona watu wakilima mitaro huko, si uliona? Watu wakilima mitaro, a very big space mitaro, very deep. umeona there are things that are being done.
Oh, what was it? Yesterday or something?
I think, Atty, another thing, just to sort of sound very neutral on this,
Yeah.
people should first realize that the money that was contributed here at 5 million, let them get it out of their head that 5 million was going to build a school.
Of
It
course not.
cannot.
Of course
But
not.
yes, so there's that assumption that 5 million was going to have a Linton. You understand? Like now we're getting to a Linton. I mean, not possible. Based on a plan that she showed, she wanted to have a 3-story building. Anybody who has built anything knows that she needs over 20 million to continue. And
Yeah.
I'm talking about basic stuff. And this is a
Yeah.
woman who was talking about having lifts in her school, because of the kind of kids that she's looking at in terms of
Yeah. Thank you.
abled differently. I don't know if I'm using the correct
Yeah, yeah,
words.
yeah. That's yeah.
Nowadays when you say certain things, you
I
can
know.
be
Yeah.
crucified.
It's called person correctness. You have to use the right words.
Yes.
Yeah.
So realistically, what I know is that when she first started, she had done accountability of like what, 2.8 million or
Yeah.
something that people seem to be satisfied with. So where the problems when the rain started raining is I think at this 1.5, which
Support relief.
brought now, I guess, the issues that we are having, and I think, as you said earlier, Atty, a lot of these problems, I think she brought on herself because it was easier to just come out and say, you guys, I've decided to stop this and this and this and this is because of the reason, or I've looked at things differently. My agenda now is to buy a lorry because I have stones on my farm or whatever, or buy a machine because I need constant money that's coming in. But instead, she decided to be arrogant about the situation. So, of course, a lot of questions. And then, of course, you're fighting with people who once upon a time Magazeti were your guys, and the arrogance now checked in, the JBs, kina JBA and the Pesh, all these kind of things. Then now her personal life, which for me is a non-issue in a situation of we are discussing a school. I really don't care about your personal life. But then I look at it again like diversionary tactics. Who's fooling who? And that's my problem right there. But then with the things that she's done, then she now to gain that trust because she had serious people. Whether you say like it or not, nobody's gonna give you 5 million just like that. Atty, your game perfect example. It was about coins that some of them were going to stay at TikTok. What did you go through? As you said, for 5 months, you couldn't breathe, you couldn't sneeze, you couldn't talk.
You are literally on a chokehold.
Right.
Yes. So yeah. But then anyway, it will be interesting for me to see what happens when she gets to Kenya. That I'd like to see what happens. And the beauty about Lady J, she loves the camera. So we are definitely gonna know.
Oh my God. Let me be honest with you. I only wish that Jacqueline seemed to akuambia Jacqueline, if you tell her something, she thinks either unamwonea wivu or, like there's something about it and all that. Jacqueline, someone you'll tell her, please don't do that. Everybody, every one of us, if you want to thrive, especially if you're on public eyes, you always have that sober friend, 1 or 2 people. Me, I have very, very grounded friends. You still call me and tell me, Atty, that is not nice. What you did wasn't nice. Oh, they'll even text you in the midst of something. Okay? But people that do not consult, if you do not consult, if Jacqueline had consulted, even had made the idea in public, like she likes the public and said, guys, I'm planning to go invest on this, I would have even inboxed and told her, I would even got to a guest and told her, Jacqueline, please don't go for the lorry first. Buy that machine. Let it start the work because then you can have people come with their own lorries to pick the stones. Okay? But that is the biggest problem. Thank you, Rena. That is the biggest problem. And I hope she sort of gets to learn. And the best people are usually your critics. Listen to your critics more. Your critics are the only people that will tell you, don't even tell you, they'll opine. From the opinions, you can pick what is reasonable, that can improve you, that can help you, and work with it. But if you constantly like to be given accolades, even where there's none, my friend, you end up drowning. And once you have drowned, you are all there on your own. And if you realize right now, watu kama kina Ena wanapenda Jacqueline sana. Me, I've always heard them say, yes, queen, yes, queen, yes, queen, yes, queen, yes, queen. And blaming others. Oh, we abundance amefanya hivi. Oh, Atty was talking about you. Oh, so-and-so was talking about you, But a lot of them will not just put it in her face and tell her, you know what? This, that. And that is where the problem comes in. That is the biggest problem. That is the biggest problem. And a lot of these people that support you financially, they really usually want deeper answers. That is why sometimes when you're looking for these funds, you have to do like a proposal. You have to do all the, because they want to look at these things and think, is my money worth this?
Well,
Yeah. Someone giving you some reasonable money is just not gonna hand you their cash. They want deeper things. Like, so when these people ask you and they say, Pesa, what are you going to do? What have you done? You should have an organized receipt and procedure on how you're going to spend the money, what you've spent on the money. So they have more reasons to give, because nobody wants to give their money when they don't know where their money is coming from, whether it's charity or not. And even all the charities, they have what is called accountability. They account for every fund that comes to their hands. Any money that comes on their table, they have to. And that is why even in offices, we have what is called petty cash. Maybe the office milk has run out. You have to take, you're given money, but they have to down as a petty cash. I mean, there's a sequence of doing things, People need to realize that TikTok is content, but behind TikToks, now when you have to go back on the ground, you have to do things just like we'll do them in any place that there are rules. Without rules, there's never any growth and there's no success. So that is one of the things that I hope she learns. And there are things that we want to consume as the public because you brought it to us. But you know what? The attention span is that short. And then it ruins everything, because each day we are getting Easy Mabozao na Emma. We are already bored, There's nothing more interesting. I mean, I'm a Twinkle. What do you think? What's interesting?
Nothing. By the way, really, for me personally, nothing. Her personal life, truly, there's
Let me
nothing.
tell you, I was there listening. I thought she was going to give us a description how they used to like kunyonywana vitu kama hizo. I would be interested out of curiosity. Nisikie vitu kama hizo. Naona. Lakini kuniletea picha sijui mama ya mtu, sijui panty, sijui nini. I swear to God, that is a normal, like it's nothing that out of the place that boof, So we've had beaten balls. We know how Jacqueline Mont, honey, But the intricate, we want to see a video of you people at it. Those are the things that really...
At some point, you have to come.
Yeah, if it's not that interesting, we're already bored.
But Atty, Emma Chichi is wicked. The honey one was classic.
Well, who tell me about that? I missed on that.
It must be in FYP somewhere. It must be, because it must be FYP, because the way she described it, and then now, in fact, that's why people, I think, picked that honey word, because of the
honey
description.
One. You know, FYP. You're a honey.
Yeah.
That one, definitely. That one was so interesting. That was a classic. Like literally, I could feature them.
Atty, people like Molly, they can describe everything. Like something like something.
Who's Molly?
It's like
Molly ni nani?
Ralph Molly.
Oh,
no, this is not about Ralph Molly, darling. You are out of topic, babe.
I'm saying, people like him, they can describe something.
Oh yeah, they can get so descriptive. Yeah, I get your point. Yeah, okay.
I love it.
Okay, yeah, okay.
It's
But
not.
you know what, Twinkle? It's nothing out of the ordinary. We all have our morning styles and whatever. It's just like telling us things that we actually do, but it's always good when you hear it from someone else.
Unajua
Yeah,
this
it's
kanisani
Ella, it's like
spiritual.
it's like
Nova, we can't hear Enna. Please wait 1 second, my darling. Thank you.
okay,
Guys, hebu tap for me tufike 20k.
okay.
Nitoka niende zangu. Naza job imagine 3 asubuhi. Yeah, Ena, you're stop.